breakthrough. There were actually a few simple things that I realized that I wasn't doing right. And I knew that if I just started doing these things right, that I thought that I could start to turn things around, and I could start to improve my trading and improve my life. And over the course of the next couple of years, I've started to fix these problems. I started making money consistently. I gained control over my emotions. I had less stress, and I was healthier. I wasn't, I didn't want to blow my brains out at the end of every day. And I had more time with my family. I was able to leave the job that I was doing and come home and start trading full time to put that money to work. I was making enough money to provide for the family. And it was a very, very liberating feeling. And I moved into kind of a period of time. It was what I call the basement diaries. I was trading out of my basement. I had this unfinished basement. And I was trading down there, and I knew a couple of guys. I knew Todd, who's my business partner now. He and I were friends. I had taken a training course from him several years back, and we'd stayed in contact and had a lot of fun and communicating with each other. And much the same way that I communicate with a lot of you guys who have been through the program and are successful. And I was sharing with him and, working with him a little bit on some things and, just my own personal trading stuff. And I realized that I was very, very lonely. Not Todd Brown. Trading is a lonely game, right? I mean, I'd be trading in the middle of the day. I was day trading, so I'd trade 3 or 4 hours a day and I'd get done and I'd be like, well, what am I going to do? Well, let's go play some golf. Well, who am I going to call? Everybody I know is at work. They all have jobs. I don't have any, I realized I have no friends. That my day is spent in the basement here talking to myself. And then I thought I had this perfect vision of my life that I would trade for a few hours and I'd go upstairs and I'd get to be with my wife and kids and it'd be awesome because I'd spend all day at home with my family and just, it'd be hugs and excitement. And what I realized was I really don't want to do that. That my family starts to drive me nuts if I spend, hours and hours a day hanging out. That I drive them nuts. There's a reason I have an office and that I don't work from home. It's because my wife doesn't want me there. Right? She's like, you need to go to work. Right? Right. Okay. And so I'm very, very lonely. I'm very bored, and I'm just like, I'm not enjoying the life. I'm like, this is what it's supposed to be cool. I'm supposed to be making money now, and I'm supposed to have this awesome life. And so what I did was I talked to Todd, and I said, I think I want to do something. Todd was running a training program. I said, I think I want to do something. I want to start a live room like you've got, and I just want to share with people what I'm doing. And I want to try and teach them all that. So I don't have to charge anything for the room. I don't want people to have to pay to come in, but I really just want to be able to communicate with people on a daily basis. And so I ended up starting up this live trading room and just inviting anybody who wanted to come in. You come in, I talked with people, I showed people what I was doing, and I started getting more and more questions from people saying, hey, would you do a lesson on this, or we, expand on this thought process that you're having? And so I started putting together a little training material for them. And I was talking to Todd the whole time, and I said, I think I really enjoy this. I like talking to people, like sharing my message with people. And I'd been, I was on chat forums at the time, sharing my information, and because it was the one place that I could find a friend that did what I did. And I said, I think I want to start doing this. And I said, how do I do that? And Todd said, well, you got to start a website and do this and that. And so I started putting that stuff together little by little. And then all of a sudden, we said, then all of a sudden I said, well, okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a price tag on I'm going to start a little training course. And I'll start teaching people for a fee. And I went out and I showed people what I had, and I said, buy my stuff. And did not get the reaction that I had hoped for. See, I've been working with these guys for free. I've been on the chat forums, been sharing my information. Everybody been like, oh man, you're so awesome. I really appreciate you taking the time to do this for me and, give all this information away for free. It just, man, I just love the fact there should be more guys like you out there who are willing to, I'm like, man, I